Okay, once again, and welcome to EThekwini Matters, a podcast where we discuss quite a number of service delivery issues. Today we are talking Moses Mabhida Stadium. That's why we have invited Ubaba Vusi Mazibuko, who is responsible for our Stadia and facilities, to tell us briefly about the status of this sporting facility. Baba Mazibuko, welcome to EThekwini Matters, and good to have you on our show.
Angibingelele ngiyabonga ukuthi invite.
How are you feeling?
No, I'm good. I'm in good spirits.
Yeah. Is the stadium collapsing?
The stadium is not collapsing.
So where is this thing coming from then?
I think it comes from people that have no interest of the city.
Yeah.
I think it comes from people that have made it their business to rubbish the city, who have made it their business to paint the city as a failing city. For people that really have no interest of the city and its people. Basically, that's how I sum it up. Because with all the news that the stadium is collapsing, there hasn't been any either footage or even a picture that indicates a stadium that is collapsing. So if something is collapsing, I mean, we've seen buildings collapse. With either through disaster or because they were not properly built or whatever. And we know when we say something is collapsing, we know what it means. But to then say Moses Mabhida is collapsing, I mean, we had a game yesterday. This weekend, Amazulu were playing Royal AM, and
it's not the only one.
We've had
quite a number.
Even during the time they were saying it's collapsing. After that and before that, I do think that it's important that we confirm to the public, because when the news broke, unfortunately, people panicked, particularly the event organizers, not only in South Africa. Remember, we don't only host local and national events. We host international events.
Yeah, true.
And we've been receiving calls and people being worried about these news because they unfortunately they traveled. And we had to assure them that the news are not true, and the stadium is functioning, and it's continuing to function, and it's continuing to host events.
And there was also disinformation to the effect that even the tenants have moved out because of fear of that the stadium is going to collapse.
No, but that is equally untrue. Equally untrue, because you know that we have lost tenants over a period of time, and so there are no tenants that have left because the stadium is collapsing.
But COVID-19 also worsened.
Even before COVID-19, because even before COVID-19, but mainly we can't blame COVID-19, but businesses really battled because
globally,
the stadium was closed for quite some time. And the famous what people call bungee jumping, for instance, is not our own attraction. Is a private attraction. And the owner could not survive COVID, and now is not operating. But the good news, Msawaka, is that as I speak to you now, we have advertised all the shops. They are in the open.
Oh, that's interesting.
And attractions are open for people to put up their proposals. And we're asking for innovative ideas. Because you can't do what you used to do. For instance, if you go to the stadium now, in and around there, we have 3 gyms. So if you come with a proposal that you want to have another gym, that proposal might not work, because why? When already, we have a gym across, we have a gym at Mabhida, we have Prime as well, who are specialists in physical conditioning. So a proposal like that may not see the day, but we are asking for people. That's why we're giving them a period of 2 months to put up the proposals in and around that precinct to make it a vibrant precinct. We wouldn't do that if the stadium was collapsing.
Exactly.
So we're excited about those news that we are going to be attracting new content, in the form of attractions and those ideas.
Yeah, I think we're touching a very important aspects of attraction. The other thing that the public has been asking about is the issue of the Sky Car.
Yes.
Where are we?
The Sky Car was over 10 years. Like any other car, during that period, it will start to give you problems you in terms of your service, stoppages, and so forth. So what we did before COVID, we took a decision to do a minor upgrade, and we made appointment through council, and the company that was appointed made assessments, and we at the time it was costing us about 13 million to do that. And then COVID came. They could not continue. They could not order parts because you can only order parts abroad. Soon after COVID, when they needed to continue, the things have changed. The costs have changed. The cost of steel changed. The exchange rates changed. They said, on the strength of what we gave you as our proposal and the cost, things have changed. Then they reissued a new proposal and a new costing. So that cost doubled soon after COVID. We re-looked at it. We said, no, it's fine. We'll because we knew that 2 years later we'll have a total overhaul of the Sky Car and get a new one. And then
that is 2 years later.
Yes, 2 years. That's what we had planned.
That
we wanted to have the Sky Car at least for 15 years.
For 15 years,
and then have a total overhaul and have a new one. So that was what was in the plan. So we looked at that. We said, no, it's fine. We'll do that. But the issue then was, they then said no. Now they want 100% to be paid upfront. We said no, we don't do that as council. So we back and forth. We went to legal. They said you can't do that. We went to finance. They said we can't do that. We even went to National Treasury to ask for a view. They said no. Our laws don't allow you to. What if the people don't do the work and
this is taxpayers' money.
This is taxpayers' money. So we deadlocked. Fast forward, we then had to relook at the whole project. We said anyway, this is a replacer. Maybe rather than upgrading as we were planning, let's rather purchase a new Sky Car so that we start the process. So we started that process,
which makes economic sense.
It makes economic sense. But the important part about the new Sky Car that we want to launch is that there were 3 challenges with the previous Sky Car. When you go up the Sky Car, it's an experience. People that had gone up the Sky Car, they had no reason to go up the Sky Car again because there was nothing to do up there. So part of this upgrade, we are then saying it must be an interactive kind of an experience, so that when you're up there, there's something that you do. So that is why there is a feature that talks about that. So that is the first issue we wanted to deal with. The second one, part of this innovation, wanted to change the platform. So the platform that we want to have, now I'm going to reveal it to you. It's a glass platform. So that when you are top on the arch and you look down, you are able to see the pitch in that platform. So that is the kind of innovation that we're coming with. But the third problem that we had, which gave the Sky Car problems, like your car. If your car is not parked in the garage, what happens? I mean, it's exposed to different weather conditions and we are along the coast. I mean, your sea salt and so forth. So the platform and the reception area where the Sky Car parks overnight or when it's not in operation needs to be upgraded so that it's properly secured and is not exposed to
all these weather conditions.
So when you talk about the upgrade of the Sky Car now, we're not just talking about the car that takes you from down up. We're talking about those elements so that they give you the experience. That is why those that have had a benefit of seeing what we're talking about and they are worried about why is it so expensive? It's not just the car.
Yeah.
It's about the whole experience. It's about upgrading the reception area, the platform, so that you get the experience. But the most important part, Msawake, is that we've done our calculations.
Right.
The cost associated with these upgrades and the income that will generate, it will make economic and business sense.
Yeah.
And we've tabled at council cost associated with the previous Sky Car and demonstrated that it was a good investment because council made profit out of it. So with this project as well, it's the same thing. So the figures are there to show.
So when are we looking at? In a year's time, 2 years' time?
It's going to be difficult to say exactly when, but the real issue is this, is that in the world, there's only one company that is involved in this. We've engaged them because they need to build this car. It's no longer just, it's not like buying the car that you drive, your car.
It has to be shipped down.
No, it has to be modeled and within the specs of your own specification. So, but what we have said is that we want within a year to have this Sky Car. Obviously, there are two issues that are important in what I'm saying. The first one is the cost issue, because council is constrained with budgets and so forth. And we've made our approach to Treasury. We're engaging, and they're asking questions about what we're proposing in terms of whether council can afford it or not. So we are looking at that. So that will be the determining factor, the first one. The second one will then be how soon and how quick they can actually build the car.
But the most important thing for the resident of EThekwini is that processes are at an advanced stage now to get it back.
The advanced stage. It is our intention to have it back. We when we calculate the benefits of the Sky Car, we don't calculate it only on the basis of how much we pay. We calculate it on the economic spin-offs in terms of your attractions, and more importantly, in terms of your tourists that come to your city. Because when people come to your city, everyone that comes to your city will ask you, what is it that I need to do in Durban? So the Sky Car has been one of the key features of what people do when they come to Durban. So you can't just look at it from the cost that you pay to ride and how much you'll generate. You must look at it holistically in terms of its economic impact of this destination.
I know that there are quite a number of events that are in the pipeline throughout the year. Mega events. Do you want to tell us about that? As a clear demonstration that the stadium is fully operational. We've got nothing to worry about.
Like I said, the stadium hosts quite a range of events. Some are lifestyle, some are football, and so forth. But the other important element that people of Durban don't factor into Moses Mabhida is that Moses Mabhida is not just a football stadium. It's a lifestyle destination prison. So when you talk about that space, you're not just talking about the bowl, what you call the bowl, which is the main stadium. We're talking about the whole prison. So we have events outside of the bowl, which is your People's Park area. We have other events and so forth. So as you know, in Durban in July, we are known for hosting a number of people. So with that, there is Fact Durban Rocks that is popular and is still going to be there. But what is also important is that over and above the football games that we are going to host, in May we're going to be hosting the Monster Jam, which is a very exciting entertainment with a different kind of spectator profile. And we're looking forward. We've had it before. It's the second time that is coming, and we're told that if not sold out, tickets are almost sold out. And we're excited. It's going to be a 3-city tour, and we're going to be the first ones to host it in May. But over and above that, we also have exciting fixtures, particularly this year. We have Nedbank, we've got the DSTV Premiership matches, and in June, we're also going to have COSAFA tournament that is going to be taking place, which is a 3-year partnership that we have with COSAFA for continental football. Yeah. So the stadium is continuing to work, and we're excited about it.
Vusi, thank you so much for your time.
No, thank
setting
you
the record straight.
Yeah.
I mean straight. Hoping that you are going to be able to make some time to again come and talk
anytime
to us
you need us, we'll be available.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was Ubaba Vusi Mazibuko, who is responsible for our stadia and facilities, painting a vivid picture of the status of the Moses Mabhida Stadium. The stadium is not collapsing, it is fully functional. All of us as residents of EThekwini, we've got a responsibility of ensuring that we market our city as opposed to spreading disinformation. Thank you so much for watching, and remember to click the subscribe button so that you don't miss the next episode.